Solo Shots on the Sweet Spot is brought to you by Dothan Cosmetic Dentistry, Westside Auto Care, and Mustard Seed Landscaping. Welcome to Solo Shots on the Sweet Spot. I'm joined by the Dothan Wolves flag football team, Josie, Varner, Emma Jane Haynie, and Irma Montiel. Girls, welcome to the Sweet Spot.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. Look, all right. My first things first. Anytime I have anybody on the show, I always got to ask them what's their sweet spot moment. When you're playing flag football, what's your sweet spot moment where it just gives you chills and butterflies, and it's those type of plays that you replay over and over in your head? What about you, Josie?
Like our own personal or just...
Yeah, personal. We starting personal. Everything personal first.
Just catching a deep pass and running it home. It's just the best feeling.
Yeah. Okay. What about you?
Mine is throwing that pass because I struggle with timing, and it's so satisfying. If you hit them right in stride and they don't have to stop or like dive for it, if you hit them right in stride and then they score, it's such a good feeling.
Yeah. What about you, Irma?
Mine's gonna have to be my interceptions on defense.
Okay.
Yeah. And like running it back home.
Yeah.
No, she has the best interception.
Really?
No, and then it's funny because I'll tip it, and then I fumble with it, but still catch it, and then take off.
So you have great hand-eye coordination to keep
guess.
track of the ball as it's being fumbled. Yeah. So how many interceptions do you have? Do you know?
Shoot.
He lost count. She got so many she lost count.
Maddie knows. I gotta ask her.
We gotta get our
stat person.
Okay.
She knows.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Give me how many years have you played the sport?
This is my second year.
This is your second year playing.
Second
Okay.
year.
What about you?
This is also my second year.
Second year.
This is my third.
Third year.
Yes.
Okay. So what led you all to coming out to play?
I just heard about it in 9th grade. Heard about tryouts, and I was like, I want to try something new because I was a gymnast my whole life. So I've never played like I guess like a physical team sport like that. So I was like, I'll try it. And it ended up being so fun, so I continued playing.
What about you?
My brother is like a year younger than me, so we're always throwing the football around, and so he was like, you might be like not horrible at throwing the ball. He says I'm okay at it.
For me, it was like the former soccer coach was the coach, and she like wanted me to play on the team for so long, but I wasn't able to because my parents wouldn't let me. But then junior year, I was like, I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm doing it. So I tried out, but then she wasn't the coach anymore, and I just did because I love the sport now. I've grown with it and everything. So
speaking on grown, that's perfect. That's perfect segue. How do you believe you've grown as an individual player in the sport?
I push myself, and I also want everybody to do their best.
Yeah.
So like I push them too, especially Emma Jane here. I love her. Some of them are just like, you're better than what you give yourself credit for. So it's definitely a lot.
What about you, EJ?
Well, last year I played wide receiver, so the switch from wide receiver to quarterback has been very different, and I've been learning to deal with stress as I'm rushed. And I'm not great at it, but I've been learning, and it's been beneficial outside of the sport.
Yeah.
Like I said, because I was a gymnast for so long, I never played like these one-on-one sports, so learning to like having a team depend on me and depending on them and just working through that, I guess, has been new and exciting.
So Emma Jane, going back to your transition from receiver to quarterback, was that coach's decision that coach made? What led to the position change there?
So we had a really great quarterback last year. Her name was Reese, and she graduated last year. And I was kind of the backup last year, but I didn't really do anything because she was so good. So this season, I'm the only person to play quarterback.
Okay. So talk about that a little further as far as the stress you said you're dealing with as far as the rush goes, and I guess being a leader. How's that evolution been for you?
Well, like when I was playing wide receiver, all I had to do, like, the accountability was a lot easier because, like, I ran my route. It wasn't my fault. But now I'm on the other end of the stick where it's like, okay, that was my fault. Like, and there's just like a lot of like play adjustments of like, oh, their defense switched up last minute. This play isn't going to work. I need to flush out the other way. Just stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Now also talk about, I guess, how, as far as the mental side of it, as far as the intellect of understanding, you said they're switching up defenses.
Yeah.
So what have you learned as a group when it comes to just the schematics side of things of football?
I feel like especially this year, we have a ton of new players.
Yeah.
And so them learning the rules and then being able to apply that and, read defenses and offenses quickly. We've grown a lot since the beginning of the season, and we've done so well with communicating now. We've gotten great at that and reading defenses and just knowing how to play each other's parts.
So what do you believe is your favorite part of the team aspect? So we've talked about individuals. We'll dive a little deeper into the team. What do you feel is your favorite part of the team, your team moment this year? Is there a certain game or a certain highlight, or is it something that happened in practice? Is there anything that registers in your mind that excites you when you think about, this has been my favorite moment with the team thus far?
Y'all got a specific. Yeah, I mean, it was. So we played Dothan High's rival school for the first time this year and beat them. So that was a really exciting, big deal, something to go in history books, it's a little flex, I guess. Yeah, and then just bus rides together, we eat at Chick-fil-A a lot. That's prime bonding.
Okay. So after game, post game, it's always post game Chick-fil-A.
You're right. I think we stopped doing her else.
Yeah. So Chick-fil-A is the one. We're not going anywhere. Everybody's
if they've got a Chick-fil-A, we'll be there.
Now, is there anybody that I can't stand Chick-fil-A? I do not want to eat it.
I don't think so.
I've never heard anybody that don't like Chick-fil-A, but I had to ask because a lot of times it's that one. I can't stand this place. Everybody eats Chick-fil-A, man.
No, everybody loves it.
So each of one of you that played before this year, talk about how the team has grown from last year to this year.
We've definitely become more of a team. I feel like last year we were separated. Everybody was their own person.
Really?
We didn't really have that much team bonding as we do now, and it's just better to be a team than be individual.
Oh, for sure.
And I think it's a lot of our second year. We have a lot of new players, but a lot of them are soccer players that they've played together before. And then it's Coach Merritt's second year, so we all know Merritt better. And we've just learned each other's personalities, and it's just been great.
Yeah. So the chemistry is a lot better than last year.
I mean, it was good last year, but
it's even better. It's gone to the whole another level.
Yes, you can see the growth this year.
Yeah, I would say we also have a lot more talent. We were talented last season, but we've gotten a lot of new people, especially from soccer and basketball. More athletes. We've just been able to do more as a team.
Yeah, and they can pick up on things quickly too, which is great.
So how does the team stay loose in preparation of a game? How do y'all stay loose while also staying focused? Because that can be a challenge sometimes, because I know I've been around some student athletes come on, let's get serious, we got a game in an hour. How do y'all stay loose but also maintain that focus that's needed getting into a game?
Music. We always have music playing, and it'll lock us in, and Merritt will reel us back in. But it's always lighthearted, but we're focusing, and I think music is something we all enjoy having for a little pregame. So
some of our players get down with the music too. So
break it down.
So is there a song or two we're we gotta play this song before a game? Is there a certain anthem that you get up?
Playlist.
I mean,
our playlist is great.
We all start dancing when Flex comes on, I guess. Everyone loves to get down to Flex.
Okay. Do you all have an individual pregame routine? Do you have something I always got to do this before I start? This is my routine. I can't miss it. Anything in particular?
I just pop AirPods in, listen to music. And that's it, honestly, until we get there.
I always have some goldfish before a game.
Goldfish,
solid snack before a game.
Just the original.
Just the original goldfish.
Because I know they got these new flavors out now.
I like the red and green, the mixed bag. Okay. That's my favorite kind of goldfish.
Okay.
For being technical, I guess.
All right. What about you, Emma Jane? You got a pregame routine?
Yeah, I have an energy drink and pray.
Energy drink.
Energy can pray. I can't forget
the caffeine and then the pray and then the prayer.
Yeah.
And then energy drink. Let me get it.
Yeah.
What energy drink? What brand?
Usually an Alani.
Okay. They get you going before you start.
I'm usually tired from the whole day because I'm up at 5 and then school.
Yeah. So you need a little boost in the evening. What makes the Wolves a tough opponent? What makes the Dothan Wolves flag football team a tough opponent?
I think some of us just look intimidating.
It's a look. Hey, and I'm gonna say this for real. I know as a coach, I've had players they see the other team get off the bus or whatever on the opposite side, and it's we're gonna lose today. And I'm like, no, get out of that. No, we cannot. You can't defeat yourself mentally. You got to prepare yourself. I never go into a game thinking I'm gonna lose. Right. I've never had that mentality thinking I'm gonna lose. I don't care how many players they have, how talented they are. I don't care any of that. You can't defeat yourself before you go into any type of battle. What about you? What do you feel is is a strength for the team, something that gives your team an advantage going into any opponent?
I would say a lot of us do sports outside of this, so we already have the competitiveness, and I would say almost every game we play, we just want it more than that other team does. We try really hard, and we take it very seriously when we do play.
Yeah. You got Josie?
I'd have to agree with Jane, and then also our team chemistry. We all get along so well. It's so fun all the time. So I think that always keeps us positive going into things.
The chemistry, the desire. That's kind of what you were saying, Emma Jane, is that the desire to want to win. I hate losing. I hate losing in anything. So when you have that mentality, like, I'm gonna leave it all out there. I know I'm not gonna win every time, but I'm gonna leave everything out there. There's not gonna be regrets. No regrets at the end of the game. There's no regrets when I go home wishing I would have put more into it. Like, I leave everything out there, and that's in anything. I'm talking about taboo, phase 10, and I'm back home with the family. Like, I hate losing. No.
For us,
don't give me a draw four. Please don't give me a draw four.
No, give me a draw four, and then they get to 16 somehow, breaking the rules.
Do you play with the rules where you could stack on and all of that?
Yeah.
There's no other way not to play it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Like, phase 10 is my favorite, though. That's the game. We start having to do, like, odds or just evens, because if you do the whole 10 phases, you 2.5 hours. It takes forever to finish.
Heard of it.
Like phase 10.
I don't know what you're talking
get Irma on phase 10. We gotta get her on phase 10. So the Dothan Wolves get ready for the first round matchup here against the Brookwood Panthers. Talk about the excitement for the team. I mean, clinching the berth and getting a chance to represent the school again.
Yeah, we fell short last season, so it's definitely a better experience for a better team. So we're excited.
Yeah. I guess we got out our first game last year, so I think we're all just striving. I mean, obviously to win it all, but just do better than we did last year, especially. And I think we get to tour the stadium, Alabama Stadium. Is it Nick Saban Stadium now, or
Nick Saban Field at Bryant Denny Stadium? Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
So I think that's going to get everyone excited.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah. That's going to be pretty cool. So last year it was a defeat at the hands of Auburn, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
So this year you got the Panthers starting out. Now, as you get ready for Brookwood, tell me what it's going to take for the Dothan Wolves to come away with a victory against that Panther team.
I think we all need to be locked in.
Yeah.
We will be staying in a hotel, so I think if we all just get a good night's rest and we take it seriously and we don't goof off and we act responsibly, I think we will. Yeah. I think we have a very high likelihood of winning if we can be serious and play it at the best that we can.
And if we trust our practices and our athleticism and stuff, we're all talented. The whole team is great, and if we just trust that, don't get in our heads, I think we'll be fine.
So.
Well, basically,
what they said.
They got it down.
They said it. They said it all. Y'all heard it here first. Josie, Varner, Emma Jane, Haynie, Irma, Montiel, excellent representatives for the Dothan Wolves flag football team, as you can hear. Girls, I wish you the best going into the playoffs.
Thank you.
You know, you got a huge matchup against the Brookwood Panthers, which is November 4th at 4 o'clock. Yes. You guys have fun, stay locked in, just maintain that focus and mental structure when you go out there and prepare physically, because everything starts here. If you're not here, it doesn't matter what you do out there. All right. Hey, girls, I appreciate you coming on the Sweet Spot.
Yeah,
no doubt.